What's good, y'all? So I'm gonna just jump right into it. We're gonna do a trade recap from this past Friday. Just kind of show you my analysis, my setup, and why I took the trade. So if we look here, I was trading on MNQ. I only really trade Nasdaq, to be honest. Like, that's like my favorite thing to trade. That's at least the main thing that I've been trading lately. We've came down off a huge sell-off from previous week back on Monday the 22nd. So I've been trading this 15-minute orb, just trying to catch the order flow as it breaks out of this range, out of the 15-minute range. So if I drop down to the 15-minute right here, I can show you my setup. So I'll usually chart this out, right? First 15-minute candles, that's this red candle right here. Let me see. So we drag this out, and then we'll drag the bottom out, just wick to wick, just catching the whole range. Okay, so you can see this 15-minute range right here. As soon as this closes, all I'm looking for is a push outside of this range and then target previous highs. The previous high at this moment in time was as 29,727. That was the range that I was trying to reach based off what we played around in from here on the previous days. And these lows right here that I was playing with back in the 23rd. I think there's even more. This is like a previous high. So if you see here, touch here, touch here, touch here, touch here. So that's why I have these, and this is all the way back in like early June. But I typically always chart out, at least as it's happening, major levels from previous highs or previous lows on the larger time frame. So these are obviously on the larger time frame as well. And so if I sweep back over to here, that is what I was looking for, was just a quick push up to this level up here at 727, and it almost got there. You can see right here, yeah, 1400 ticks. So yeah, I literally just did this setup. This is gonna be a pretty quick video because my setups are really easy. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I don't try to overcomplicate. I try to make it really simple so then I can execute the exact same way every single time without having any hesitation. I don't really go based off what the market is doing. I mean, obviously, if it's a holiday or something like that, or there's not a lot of volume or liquidity, then yeah, I'm not going to take it. But, you know, typically I'm just doing the exact same setup, the exact same thing every single time so I can have consistency in my execution, so I can, over time, be able to see, like, if my strategy or what I'm doing, is, like, correct, or if I need to make changes, or I can actually track something. You can't track a strategy if you're just all over the place. There's no way to be able to actually get like consistent numbers, because one time you're doing this and then you're doing that, and then if that happens, you're doing this. So it's like, it's really hard to track that. So like I said, I look for the exact same setup every single time. I execute it no matter what, typically. And I look for 100, you have 150 tick stop loss, pretty small, nothing too big. And then what I'll do is I'll bring my stop loss in a break even as soon as I get past 100 ticks. And then if it gets me out and rejects back down, I'll just load up and do the exact same thing again until we get that final push, which we did here. And we got that final push all the way out at 1,300. I think I got out at like 1,200. So I got out a little bit early. I got out like right here. Because once I get up here, I just started trailing. Actually, no, you know what? That's wrong. I'm not going to lie to you. I got out down here because once I saw this, I got out because I didn't want to play with it coming all the way back to my entry. And then it obviously pushed back up and almost went to full TP at 29,727. So I got to get better at doing that. I will admit, like, sometimes I have a hard time holding the trade, especially if I'm already up like 1,000 ticks, you know, and I'm seeing 5, 10K on my screen. It's like, I'm closing that. Like, I'm not going to hold that. But I need to start closing out and leaving runners. That's something I definitely need to improve and get better at. But other than that, this is the setup that we did on Friday, and I trade live in my Discord every single morning with my community. So not only me, but everyone that's in my group also made this trade, and it was a successful trade. Pretty easy setup, like I said. I'm looking forward to, you know, what's coming up in this new week. I'm going to be doing the exact same setup and some others as well. Maybe one of these next recap videos, I'm trying to do them like every 2 to 3 weeks. I'll show you guys my out of session strategy that I do during the Sydney session, because I trade New York and I also trade a little bit of Sydney, but it's a little bit slower. Got to be a little more patient, but there's still a lot of great opportunity inside of the Sydney market as well. But yeah, and I mean, if I go to these 1 hours and the 4 hour, yeah, I'll show you guys a 4 hour. I just like to look at these levels. I just really trade off levels. Like, I trade off key levels, and then obviously using liquidity and order flow to be able to tell where price is wanting to go and target to sweep people out of, and use that to my advantage, because price is always going to attack a previous key level, whether it's a high or a low. And if you can try and make moves in between that, it's all about your execution, because obviously you can tell that it's going to go to that range, but it's all about being able to find the best entry point for that range and without getting swept before it then goes to exactly where you want it to go. So yeah, but I'm excited to start showing you guys more of this stuff, more of my trades, a little bit more in depth of what I see, my analysis, and then just keep on dropping some of these videos. So I appreciate the love. Just like, comment, subscribe, and I'll keep dropping more shit like this. Peace.